What is up? What's going on, guys? Trizzle here, tuning in for another great tutorial. I'm over here at the Builder's Base on my second account, and today we're going to be going over basically a couple things. We're going to be talking about base selection, as well as using a mixed army, and we're also going to highlight utilizing barbs, archers, and minions. Yes, you heard it right, guys. This is going to mainly be centered and aimed towards Builder Hall 3 and a little bit of Builder Hall 4 in the very beginning before you unlock your baby dragons and such. But this is going to be a big help for a lot of you guys, because what you're finding when you're going through the trophy pushing is that there are generally two types of bases. They try to defend against the air, or they try to defend against ground. Depending on how they have the layout. You'll notice that on my base, I took the easy way out. I just built a rectangle, and to be honest with you, it actually defends fairly well. I'm not gonna lie, just because of how I have the defenses placed. I have the firecrackers right in the middle, along with the archer tower flanking, so it usually holds up pretty well. But that leads me into basically how we're going to be going over this. Just to pull up, one of the replays here, I want to show you guys that I did on my first account. I was actually attacking, I think it was a weaker Builder Hall 4, but one of the things you're going to notice, I went in, I didn't spend much time at all, to be honest with you. I'm going to pause real quick before I get into this, because what's really important, guys, is identifying how you want to approach the base. First thing you want to do is look at the base and determine whether or not it's weak against air. Can you target the firecrackers immediately with a group of minions? Can you take out those air targeting defenses right away? And if so, you may want to use all minions. But that's not what we're talking about today, guys. Today we're talking about barbs, archers, and minions as a complement. And the minions are just there to take what the base gives you. If there's any loose structures that aren't covered by the air targeting defenses, you'll want to go ahead and sprinkle your minions in, and then from there you're just going to use smart archer deployment. If you can target any defenses straight away, that's what you'll want to do. Obviously the range on the archers allow it to stay away from the crusher. So other than the crusher and the double cannon, those are your pretty much your main damage dealers, and those are the ones you'll want to try and be strategic about how you approach it. But on this attack, it's very simple. I went right in. You use the minions to take out the structures that are open and aren't targeted by air targeting defenses, and then from there you use your barbarian archer combo to target the other defenses that they give you that are open, making sure that you utilize that archer cloak ability, use those sneaky archers, and drop them in a way that they'll target a defense first or very, very soon thereafter, and then right after that you'll drop your barbs. So let me go ahead and replay this this attack. I don't know if it'll let me, yeah, let me do it this way. So that way you guys can see it from the very beginning, which is what I want to show you guys, because if you do this right, it's actually pretty easy to 3-star, even on a well-designed base. So as you see on this base, I went ahead and sprinkled the minions on the left because they were open structures, and then from there I went in with the archers and the barbarians to try and take out the defenses up top, because they were going to be pose the biggest challenge because of how the layout is. So you'll notice that the barbs use their rage ability. I kind of split them up a little bit, and then the sneaky archers go in. They take out the firecrackers, they take out the archer tower, and then they come down, take out the crusher, and because of the deployment of the minions, they actually coalesce. They end up taking out the cannon, and then by the time the other structures go down, what's left standing is a couple minions that, lo and behold, because we took out all the air targeting defenses, they're able to just walk away with the easy 3-star. So we'll just go ahead and fast forward that, guys. Don't forget the raid objectives on this is going to be to 1, identify if it is a minions only base, or at least until you unlock baby dragons. But since we're talking primarily about Builder Hall 3 today, this is going to be your bread and butter when you come across those bases that seem like they're pretty well set up, because one way or another they're going to have to give up 1 or 2 structures, and that's what you're going to try and exploit. So bringing up the other attack, here we have, let me see, pretty well upgraded. He's actually on his way to Builder Hall 4, as you can see. He did give us a little bit of open structures on the top, as well as the bottom right. So we're just gonna be smart how we go in and take out the structures that they give us, and then use the archers to target the defenses that you can target directly, and then follow them up with the barbarians to support. You'll notice that the range on the archers do allow you to stay out of the range of the crusher. So as long as you just use archers to target the crusher, you won't run into any problems. And then don't forget that you don't want to plump all your troops into one section, because the point of the archers is to take out those defenses that they can target. So you'll always want to try your very best to gauge, how the defenses are laid out when you're planning in that minute before the attack. And if you need to split up your troops to be able to get more out of the archer's ability, go ahead and do that. So on this base, as you can see, just dropping those minions at the start to take away those free structures that they give us. Then you're going to identify what defenses you can get with your archers using their cloak ability, followed by using the barbarians to give them support. I am going to show one more attack, and this is where the using the mixed army comes in, and some of that flexibility that you have, because on this particular base, because it was stronger against air completely, like I said, this is actually my base, and I'm glad that I found somebody in global that had the same base that I'm more or less using, because it actually shows some of the weaknesses to the base if you attack it the right way. Because my base is strong towards air, and mine actually has a slightly different layout, so I don't know if it's the exact same base, but it's a rectangle. So here we look around the map just to kind of see if there's any open structures. If they aren't sprinkled around the map, then you're going to want to go ahead and target the defenses with your archers ASAP. So typically 3 archers, is enough to, take out a defense, and then, like I said, they stay out of the range of the crusher, so they can take that out no problem. From there, you're going to, again, target the defenses as soon as possible. So when you sprinkle your 3 archers, you're going to want to work your way around the base. Don't drop all your archers in one spot if you don't need to. Once you drop your archers, you're going to drop the barbarians for support, and you're typically going to drop the barbarians where you have trash that might be defending a defense, so maybe it's harder for the archers to target the defense straight away. So that's where you're going to use the that's where you're going to use the barbarians, guys. Got a little tongue twisted there. But that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to bring you a really simple, easy way to understand how to approach the Builder Hall attacking, because this is definitely something that you're going to have to master, not just in Builder Hall 3, but in Builder Hall 4. And it really boils down to what they give you. So you're going to want to utilize the 4 minions, on those empty untargeted, trash structures, and then you're going to utilize the archers and your barbarians to take out the defenses. Of course, you're going to want to target, of course, air targeting defensive preferably, but you're always going to want to drop your archers so that they can attack the defenses first, that they can target without having to go through another building or trash. If you do see they have to go through, some trash or some buildings, that's where you're going to, want to concentrate your troops, and that's where you'll deploy the barbarians very close by very soon after. Alright, so that's it, guys. I just wanted to bring you guys a really simple, easy to understand tutorial for the Builder Hall. I myself, I know I'm not as far along as some people. Obviously, I haven't gemmed anything at all. When I was sick last week, I caught a really bad flu. It kind of threw me behind the curveball a little bit because I almost couldn't turn on the game for 3-4 days. So just wanted to go ahead and bring you guys some basics, some Builder Hall basics that will get you the 3-star, and if for the very least, allow you to keep trophy pushing, allow you to get that loot that you need to keep on upgrading. So I really do appreciate you guys watching. Trizzle tuning out.